Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to the day 27 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. I haven't done one of these in a couple of days since I had lost my voice, but it's back and it's here to stay, so don't worry, this is never going anywhere. But we do have a lot of games to cover, so that's enough talking. Let's just get right into this. Going into this game against the Spurs, the Lakers were a very respectable 7-5. You're one of the biggest surprises of the season so far, and yesterday's game served as a bit of a measuring stick, just to see how good they really are. A game against one of the elite teams in the league where people wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers got blown out and, kind of exposed. Well, that didn't happen. I mean, sure they lost, but they kept the game competitive even at times when they were down double digits and could have just given in and said, yo, there's just no way we can beat this team. This team is too good for us, just like they most likely would have done last year. But no, they fought back and made the game competitive. Yo, that is a sign of a good team. A team that fights back even when they're at a disadvantage. That is a sign of a really good team. I'm not even going to give this Lakers team a handicap and say something like they would have won if their leading scorer D'Angelo Russell didn't set out last night with a sore knee. This is a team that doesn't want any handicaps, no moral victories or anything like that. Yo, they expect to win every single game. That's what should be Coach of the Year Luke Walton has taught them. To go out there and freaking compete like they're supposed to win every game. Jordan Clarkson said it himself after the game, that they're not okay with losing any game. Yo, they expect to win. And that's exactly what you want to hear. Not the team saying, yo, we played our best, or I'm proud of what we did, or anything like that. Yo, no crap, no excuses. They want to win. If they don't win, they are not happy. That doesn't mean that if you're a Lakers fan, you shouldn't feel good about what's going on in LA. Yo, look, this is the first time in my life that I've seen a Lakers team like this. As long as I've been following the NBA, or back since 2004, it's always been Kobe, and a little bit more Kobe. Now the Lakers are actually playing team basketball. Julius Randle is becoming a threat to get a triple-double every single night. Jordan Clarkson and Lou Williams are coming off the bench and providing instant offense. Yo, Nick Young, freaking Swaggy P, is out here playing defense. You could even say that he's been the team's best defender. Not even as a joke or anything like that. Just seriously, his defense has just been that good. Any coach that can get Nick Young to play defense at all is automatically a legend. And Luke Walton has gotten him to play actually good defense. And of course you have D'Angelo Russell, who can turn any court to ashes on any night. Look, no, the Lakers aren't a championship contender or anything like that, nor do I expect them to be. But going into the season, there was absolutely zero expectations for the Lakers, and now they are genuinely a playoff contender, to say the least. So the bottom line is this: the Lakers are good. It's good to see Jrue Holiday back on the court for New Orleans, and I'm glad that everything worked out fine for him and his family. And I'm sure Anthony Davis is glad to have him back too. Yo, the Pelicans won again, moving to 3-10 on the year, and Davis was a monster with 38 points, and Holiday had a really good game for his first game back off the bench with 21 points and 7 assists in just over 20 minutes. That's a really nice sign for the New Orleans Pelicans. For the Blazers though, yo, they need size and they need defense. They're one of the worst defenses in the league, allowing 105 points per game, and they're also one of the worst rebounding teams at only 44 rebounds per game, and they're also one of the worst block teams at getting blocks. They're just one of the worst teams when it comes to not having a big man. Their leading rebounder is Fluke at just under 7 a game. I know they're hoping Festus Ezeli can be the guy who helps them defend the paint and get rebounds for them whenever he returns, but they also need someone down low who can help with scoring. Someone they can throw the ball down to consistently in the post when they need to score, because right now their offense is Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. If those guys aren't combining for basically 60 points on the night, the Blazers are going to have a tough time winning at the moment, and that's a problem. So they need to address their big man situation. They need to get a better big man, someone who can create some post offense, get some rebounds, block some shots, just be a presence down there in the paint. Ish Smith, please do something. Just do something. Do anything. I don't care what it is. Just do freaking something. No further comments on Ish Smith, but on a side note, I find it funny how some Pistons fans hated Reggie Jackson and blamed him for everything that was wrong with the team. And now that he's injured, they can't wait for him to come back. I just find that funny. The Cavs played good. Not saying that it was just the Pistons played bad. The Cavs played really good. Irving had 25 points and 11 assists, and LeBron James had a super efficient 21 points. The Cavs played good. Everyone was expecting the Cavs to win that game, and they won that game. For the Pistons though, I like to see John Lewis start, because right now the Pistons are playing a really small lineup with both Marcus Morris and Tobias Harris in the starting lineup. Yo, both of those are natural small forwards, and I'd like to see Lewis start. He's been having a really good season for the Pistons so far, and that would give some more size in the front court next to Andre Drummond. Move Marcus Morris over to the bench and put Tobias Harris back in his natural position. The Hornets beat the Hawks last night in the battle of the good teams in the East. Yo, Dwight Howard got himself ejected for an elbow to the neck or head area of Cody Zeller in the fourth quarter, and the refs have been tightening up on these flaring foul calls this year. I would have liked to see Dwight Howard have stayed in the game because he was having a really good game. Yo, he had like 10 points, 18 rebounds, and like 3 blocks and like a couple of steals. He was having a really good game for the Hawks, so I would like to have seen him be able to stay in the game just to see if the outcome would have still been the same. Nonetheless, yo, Cody Zeller had a really good game. Yo, he had 23 points. You know, the Hornets just played a really good team game overall like they always do. Kemba Walker also had like, I think like 21 points, but freaking Nick Batum, one of the most underrated players in the league. Yes, I said underrated, even though the video I made yesterday said I'm gonna cut down and try and say underrated, but Nick Batum is underrated. He had 24 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. So, you know, he just did a little bit of everything like he does every night for the Charlotte Hornets, who are now 8-3 on the year, and the Atlanta Hawks are now 9-3 on the year. After a couple of tough losses to Cleveland and Golden State, the Raptors bounced back with the overtime win over the Nuggets on DeRozan's 30 points. Yo, the Raptors to me are just in this really tough spot though. They're a really freaking good team, but against teams like Golden State and Cleveland, they always just come up a bit short. I can still consider them the second best team in the Eastern Conference and still a favorite to make the Eastern Conference Finals. But when it comes to them reaching the level of a championship contender, they're just missing something. I'm not quite sure what it is, but they're missing something. I just have this feeling that I'm missing something. And if you're a Raptors fan, let me know what you think. Do you get the same feeling that I do? There's just like, yeah, you're so close, but at the same time, you're so freaking far. The Warriors won again last night, and they're 10-2 on the year. And all the Warriors are overhyped and aren't that good of a team talk has basically died down now. Kevin Durant was a monster last night. The crowd was booing him, but it didn't affect him at all. He went 10 of 13 from the field and finished with 23 points. When the Warriors play the Pistons, I'm urging Pistons fans, don't boo Kevin Durant if this is a sign. Yo, cheer for Kevin Durant. Maybe that'll throw him off a bit. Cheer for him. He won't be expecting that. Let's cheer for Kevin Durant. Maybe that'll make him have an off night. But he also had 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and a block. So he was just out there dominating. And then Klay Thompson, who I'm gonna say right now, will not be traded. All those trade rumors were ridiculous. They were just started from nothing, basically. He had a really good game with 28 points. For Boston, though, they just couldn't get any offense going. Isaiah Thomas struggled from the field, and when he struggles, the Celtics are in for a long night, especially since they're still without Jay Crowder and Al Horford. And Al Horford must have had the worst concussion in the history of concussions. I'm still impressed with Avery Bradley, though. He had 17 points and 10 rebounds. Another 10 rebound game, another double-digit rebound game for Avery Bradley, and that's just impressive. West Beast did it again last night for the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are bouncing back after the losing streak they were on. The Thunder are now 8-5 on the year. 30 points, 13 assists, and 11 rebounds from Westbrook, another triple-double. But what I'm happiest with is that he only attempted 1 3-pointer. Yo, he's not a good 3-point shooter, and sometimes he can fall in love with the 3-point shot, so it was good to see him have some self-control last night. Oladipo and Adams also had really good games. So Oladipo had 26 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds, and Adams had 15 points and a couple of blocks. The Thunder do have a lot of talent on their roster still. It's not just Westbrook. They have a lot of really solid players on that roster, but they have to learn to play as a team. Westbrook has to have more faith in his players. Like, you see him getting all these assists, but the thing is, the Thunder are still the worst passing team in the league. What that means is that when Westbrook does pass, that's the only pass that has made that possession. There isn't a lot of ball movement amongst that team. If they can get the entire team more involved in offense, the Thunder will be that much better. And that will have to keep defense more honest and not just clog the lane for Westbrook and make it harder for him to score. Other than that though, the Clippers are still really good. They went out there and beat the Kings last night. Blake Griffin had a really good game. 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Clippers are 11-2 on the year, still one of the best teams in the league. And the Suns beat the Pacers, who were without Paul George, and the Grizzlies beat the Mavericks in another snooze fest. And that about wraps it up for the Day 27 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Hope you guys did like the video. Smack that like button if you enjoyed that the series is going to continue. Comment down your thoughts on all the games last night. Did your favorite team win? Did they get knocked out like my Pistons did? Just let me know what happened to your favorite team if they played last night. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this every day, and then I'll also have to drop a couple of videos some days because I do want to make other videos, not just recaps, so that means some days there will have to be 2 videos. But you guys already know, I'll be right back here tomorrow recapping all the action for Day 28, so until then, keep getting the buckets, Team SDC, and I'm out of here. Peace!